Well, you look
Alissa
incredible.
Pena is joining us today. You saw her charcuterie plate yesterday, but that was for like holidays. Now, if we want to get real bougie for Halloween, she just sassed it up a little bit. Thank you, Alissa, for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Some people have, what is a charcuterie? I honestly had never even heard the word until this year.
Okay, so it's super popular, right?
Okay.
And what you're looking at are like cured meats and cheeses. You can add a bunch of little like jams and jellies, pâtés like we talked about yesterday. We've got a little like blue cheese in here. We've got some olives. You want to put some chips, some rye toast, some little fun things to kind of serve it on. So you can make the perfect little, serve it. Critter take and kind of like eat your happy little finger foods.
Little finger foods, yeah.
Yeah.
And so tell me about the trick. When you go to the store, should we come in with a game plan? I mean, obviously this took a lot of thought and preparation. I'm one of those people that goes in, I'm like, oh, I don't know, orange and black, and I just grab things, and then I get home and I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it. So how do we go about sort of strategizing?
Well, here's a couple of ways to do it. So number one, the first thing I would tell people is if like, you don't have to spend $1 bazillion. You don't have to get the capicola and the like super expensive prosciutto. You can literally get ham and turkey and salami and things that your friends and family are really comfortable with so that they can eat it, they understand what it is, they get it. But then, whatever your budget is, play with that and then put it all in there. You want, for cheeses, something hard, something soft, something little like spreadable, and then you want like fun little like jams and mustards and stuff to kind of put on there to kind of mix it all up.
Do you put the meats on breads, or do you just eat the meat straight up?
It's however you want it.
And you're already enjoying some cheese there.
Well, I was doing research. I was doing research.
He's doing some taste testing.
Now, I know everybody watching wants to know what this is and what is your secret, because that looks magnificent.
It really does.
You're gonna love
That
this.
is scary looking.
So this
It actually looks very delicious at the same time.
Yeah, we're gonna try that.
It's fantastic, actually. So it's my pumpkin patch rice. It's black rice, carrots, edamame, and it's got a ginger soy vinaigrette.
Oh my god.
So it's like super
Awesome.
Asian flavors, and it's really, really delicious. It was really cheap to make.
Yes.
It's not, crazy expensive, so you can like kind of, serve a ton of people, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Okay, the real question is, how did you get the carrots to look like pumpkins?
They're frozen Parisian carrots.
Okay.
They were $1.89 or whatever it is. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about, girl.
cheap.
I want to hear the deals. I want to hear the deals.
And they look really good, right? So
Yes, and this looks really good too. This is a little, I'm assuming, a pre-made cake, so we didn't have to do all the hard work.
This is not Janet's. I mean, this is not the fancy happy goodness. I had,
But you can't stop by Janet's, so grab your cake.
Absolutely, absolutely. I had like this, I just wanted to get something little. It's a death by chocolate cake. I added some cherries out of a can. I reduced the syrup. I added some blackberries and then made it a little garnish. So you kind of like jazz it up.
Yes.
And make it.
Just these little touches, and this is stuff that you can find.
And that's a $4 cake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not fabulous. It's not Janet's, like
After
I
you
said,
got
but
your
it's
hands on
really
it.
good.
It ain't $4 no more, honey.
Yeah.
And then she has these little bat chips. How cute
Look
are
how
these?
cute. I didn't know those were
chips.
bats.
I've never even seen
Oh
that
my
before.
goodness.
Tortillas, and then of course, jalapeno salsas. You got to like put in like all your stuff, and you mix in all the things. So you want something crunchy. You want something things. You've got some little cocktails. You've got, all of this, and that way your guests can nosh the whole day.
Yes.
So this is kind of like your mainstay, right? Like you've got one main focus for your Halloween table. Your people are coming over. They've got one place to kind of like congregate and meet and kind of like linger around. And then they don't feel bad about like making a full plate or eating 1,000 things.
Yes.
They can just kind of linger and play.
And I feel like you could be really cute too, and kids are picky eaters, so you can make them like a little kids version with like Cheetos and the green grapes that they like, and it's still kind of a Halloween theme.
Totally.
But you've got your cheese nips and different things that they enjoy,
Exactly.
and they feel like they're part of the party. So you could, if you want to copy her, this is just a skeleton that you just got at the
And
store
we came
in the
up with a
Halloween
name
section.
for him, right? What's his name?
What do we say? Skelly?
It was
Scooter.
Scooter.
Skeeter.
Skeeter, yes.
Skeeter the
Skeeter the
skeleton.
Skeeter the skeleton.
That is right.
I actually wanted to ask you, how did you come up with this? Because I have never seen anything like
Yeah,
it.
it's
And
unique.
it is such a great setup for Halloween.
Thanks.
I can
Thank you.
never compliment you enough. This is
I don't
awesome.
know. It was just kind of one of those like it had to be done. That was just like something that like kind of came and needed to happen. When I was picturing the table, like this is what I saw. I saw
amazing.
like big, eating on all the things. And then we got some little mocktails over here.
I
So
love,
we
again,
turn
back
into
to the
Kathy Lee.
kid-friendly thing. You can have adult beverages in there. This is cranberry juice
This
for
is
anyone watching at home if you're worried
cranberry.
about us. We're just
Pomegranate, black cherry.
pomegranate. There you
But
go.
yeah.
But for the kids, maybe you can have like a different little goblet glass or something for the kids so that they can have a fun, festive drink, something orange, something.
Absolutely.
Just thinking about the kids, thinking about the adults. This is very fancy, and like you said, it can look fancy and be very affordable.
But I've seen this done with candy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like I've seen a little smaller skeleton if you want to go get like
so
the little guy and then fill it with candy and put little like Twizzlers of the guts and you know whatever. You can make this super kid friendly, but I don't have kids, so
I love it. Well, you did.
You know, it's easy for you to say, but really, there's a creative touch and there's an art to it, and so some of us need to say, okay, I've got the ingredients now. How do I lay it out?
Yes. So give us some pointers on that.
That's what we need.
colors, textures, variety. Colors, textures, variety. You want a little bit of everything mixed all the way in, right? So like. You don't want two of the same color next to each other. You don't want two of the same textures next to each other. You want to make sure that, you know, if you've got one thing and you lay out all of your ingredients, spread it out on the board. You know, you can make it even or not, however you want to do it. Use your creativity and make it comfy for you. But yeah, I think colors and textures play with it.
And if you waited long enough, now already everything is on sale, all the Halloween decorations. So you can pick up stuff at all your local stores. I went and got 50% off of some stuff yesterday. So now's the time to take advantage, and it's all about accessorizing with all these little finishing touches, which Alissa is so fantastic at. So if you end up making a charcuterie board for your holiday party, please, please, please send us photos so that Alissa can be happy and know that all of you tried this, but so that we know you're learning from our awesome segment. So thank you, Alissa. Cheers.
Thank you
for joining us. And
Thank
cheers to
you.
you for this holiday
Salud,
season.
salud.
Now, when we come back, we're changing the color to pink. Real Men Wear Pink Ambassador Paulo Salazar will be here to tell us all about a local campaign to beat breast cancer. We'll be right back on Coastal Living.